An interesting stat, and you pointed it out. 4 runs is the magic number. So when the Indians score 4 runs, they are 17-1 on the year. When they do not score 4 runs, they're 1-13. What does that say to you?
You know, I was talking to a scout about that number this past week, and he said typically the number you go by is 6. Like if you're hitting that 6-run mark, you're going to be in pretty good shape. But what it says to me is pitching factory. The Indians have been a pitching factory. They have 3 of their starting 5 that were drafted in 2016. Obviously, things are being dealt with a little differently with that number 5 slot as a result of Logan Allen getting off to a tough start to the season. And, you know, you have some options here now with Sam Henches and company, and we'll see how the Indians handle things. But at the end of the day, what it says to me is you're not going to go on that long of a losing streak when on any given night you could have a starting pitcher throw 7 innings of shutout baseball. Zach Plesac is starting to look more like himself. Shane Bieber is a top 3 pitcher in the sport. Aaron Savali is a guy that doesn't get a lot of attention nationally, but I think in Cleveland, folks are appreciating more and more just how long he can go in an outing and how much of a shutdown guy he can be. So for this Indians team, they still possess the young arms that if they are able to get to 4 runs, and typically that's not a lot to ask for, but for this young lineup and for a lineup that's been changing quite a bit, they're trying to find the right options. The fact is 4 runs have been tougher to come by. But what it says to me is, yeah, you've got the rotation, but I got to tell you, we take for granted in Cleveland just how good this bullpen has been. The Indians bullpen has the top ERA in baseball. It's been hovering right around 2.70. And when you've got the top ERA in baseball from a bullpen perspective, that means that if you have a lead and it's past the 6th inning, you've got the guns to win a game, to eliminate innings. That if you're the opponent, you better have this game tied, or you better have the lead by the time the 6th or 7th inning rolls around, because the Indians can throw James Karinchak. They can throw Emmanuel Clase. They've got other options beyond those guys. If Nick Whitgren can keep it going, Cal Quantrill's been solid. The Cleveland Indians have a deep bullpen, and I think it's definitely a top 5 pen in baseball, and that makes a huge difference when you're not able to score as many runs.